Hello everybody, we are starting sort of the first segment in this series. I'm going to go over mostly focusing on the navigation bar, sort of get that started, and then a little bit of the main content. As I said before, I wanted to really switch it up and move the sidebar, or move the navigation bar down to the side, and then have rest of the content on the other section. So we can start here. We'll just call this nav, and we're gonna want a bunch of links. And we will also want the header. We'll use H3 for that. Put all these in a paragraph. And we will probably want like a footnote. Change that to 5. Go back here to the website. I'm just going to copy and paste this since it's on the bottom and throw that in right there. So we have guides, calculator, and guilds. I think I'll be removing guilds. We'll see how this goes. Maybe we'll keep it up, but we'll just focus on some of the main things. Actually, put monsters here. Switches to maps. We also have the about us, and updates, which I never update. Save that. Did I miss anything? Maps, monsters, stores will probably be going away as well, since there won't be guilds. You won't need an account. Not too many people really use the stores anymore. We will add fan art and trending. Temporarily, we should probably put these. Alright, let's check it out. There we go. And we are definitely going to want the logo as well. We'll put that in the top. I don't think I'm actually going to put the name of the website in there, but there we go. I'm just going to call this page, because later on we'll go and we'll create some PHP that will actually load the page, each individual page that the user selects. And let's check this out. Make sure page is loading. There it is. I did start a little default CSS page. For the body, of course, I always like to set the padding to 0 and also the margin to 0 as well. For this, since we're using a sidebar, we're going to want that sidebar to take up the full side, and we'll have to set a height to 100. VH means vertical height, so 100 would be like 100% of the vertical height. Instead of pixels would be just 100 pixels. You could do 100%, but I have been noticing lately that some percents, as you can see here, the body really only covers just a small section of the page with percent, but we can just change it to VH. And it still didn't go. Might have to actually apply it to the head or the HTML as well. Showing some margins. Oh, saved that all in the wrong file. Just copy this into the new index CSS. And we'll go and we'll delete that old one. There we go. Try 100% just to test it out. So we can see here that the actual HTML document is 100%, but the body is not following the 100%, which is strange. But if we go back and we change it to VH, it'll follow 100%. You do see this little gap when I highlight this at the top right here, and that is actually because of the margin from this H3. So what I would like to do is go into the nav section, and we'll focus on the H3s. We'll actually focus this on all the H's. We'll just say padding 0 pixels for now, margin 0 pixels. We might want to end up adding padding to it later on, but we'll just leave this for now, and then we'll check the body. The body is the full 100% or 100 vertical height. And in the nav, I want to specify the width. I think we're just going to try 200 pixels for now, just to test this out. And of course, display inline block. Inline block works sort of like a span. It can be inside anything without adjusting. You know, if you pick a random word. There we go. So it's defined to 200 wide, and we're going to want it to be height 100 vertical height. There we go. And let's check the page. For the page, we're going to have to get a little creative here. Display will also be inline block, but we're going to have to use calc for the width. Do 100%, and we're going to minus 200 pixels. It should fill in the rest. It is falling down, which could be sometimes because of borders or padding. Let us just set a background color. And we'll just go with the sort of black that I picked out above up here for now. Let us add something to it. Main page. And we can actually try minusing 300 pixels to see if there's a error. Alright. Float left. Float left just forces the element to go left, and we'll do that also with the nav. There we go. And we will fix this back down to 200. And as you can see, the main page is full width, starting at the top. And of course, when you add more content, this will extend down. You could do a minimum height to make it always fill the whole page, but we are going to pass on that today. I think I'll force this to be H1. Just for some SEO reasons, it will read H1 a little bit better. It likes to follow those around. And we're going to set a background to that H1. Nav H1 background color. We'll pick the green for now, actually. I did use that a lot on the original site. There we go. And I want to add a text align center. This will center all the text throughout that whole navigation element. FP. I want to do is I want to fix the link text decoration. We're just going to say none for now, and we'll also add in that green again. We can always change this if we decide to later on. There we go. Similar to what I was talking about before, links are already inline block elements, so we're just going to change it to a block element. And then we get this nice row right here without having to add line breaks. But I need them to the right. Go, got them all lined up right there. Should probably put a little padding on that later on, but I'm going to add a hover element to this, just so we can see a little change. Background color, and I think we should actually go with the green here, but change the color, the inside color, and we'll use the dark green. This will work whenever you hover over the element. There we go, just like that. But I don't like this long sort of tail here, so I want to shorten that up. And because the links are the full width, all these are the full width of the paragraph element, we'll just shorten the inside of the paragraph element with padding. Padding left, and we'll just do 100 pixels. Instead of padding left, you can actually target each individual. This would be the top, this would be the right, bottom, and then finally the left. So for the right, we could add 10, we can add 0 for the top, and 0 for the bottom as well. So you see it moved over a little bit, and also we have a nice solid line. All these match up. There is many different ways to actually set this up to do this without to fit these exactly in each object. Can actually define the width as well if we wanted. Alright. I do kind of want to make these a little larger just so they're easier to tap or click on depending on the device. So we'll just target the font size and we'll say 20 pixels for now. There we go, a little bit better. But I don't like how that line is exactly right on that word, so I kind of want to add a little bit padding to this, so we'll just add 10 pixels for padding, sort of half the font height. There we go. We'll do text align, center. Should probably make this a little bit bigger, getting some wrapping in the text, so we'll change this and we'll go down to 80 pixels. There we go. We can always mess around with this part. Again, later on we can have it aligned to the left or the right. Actually, I'm kind of thinking maybe we should align it to the left. Maybe that will allow for a little easier flow. So we'll go back here to the padding. We'll just change this to 10. And text align left. Just like that. Something else I need to add would be my shortcut links on the bottom of the website. These right here. I'm just going to target this whole class and I'll copy it. There we go. There we have each one there. Let's target that and we'll just do color. Should we do the green again? I feel like I'm going to end up changing my mind on that, but and this one right here is actually white, but you can't see it because it's on a white background. I'll I'll have to edit the image and change it to that green later on. And we'll target the final one at the bottom, and we'll do color. Let's follow that same green. There we go. So originally I got rid of the margin. I think I'm going to go back and add that in as padding for 10 pixels. There we go. Have a nice little edge around there. Actually, I'm going to get rid of this text align center. Push that all the way over for now. We can always change that. I kind of am thinking similar along the lines down here. Maybe I'll change that icon to something else as well. Not exactly sure. That's what's fun about web development. You can always change it. But what I do want to do is I want to make these light up depending on what page you're on. And I feel that I should match this size with this one. So I'll go back here. And instead of having this as the hover, I'm going to change it to the active. And on the hover, I'm going to leave it the same, but I'll make the text white. Actually, I'll probably use the dark green here. We'll just see how that looks. Maybe we can use that regular green for the text. There we go. Really don't like that, but we'll just delete the hover. So let's align this one so it does also match that one as well. It's going to end up bothering me in the long run. We'll remove the padding on that. And we're going to have to remove the margins. There we go. Add a class here. Class equals active. Let's remove the background color. There we go. Active, change that. To switch this just to a normal link, because I want it to work with all the other links inside the navigation. And I'm just going to move it up to the top since it's going to affect everything. go. Let's remove the padding on the H1. And it's green. The idea would be if they reload if they go to another page, we'd simply have active here. If they go to the guides, and it'll look like that, whereas this up here would go away. Actually, I better show you. There we go. It would go away. Of course, this will still, the logo will still be there. We'll have to decide something different on that logo. Maybe switch the logo, or just use the website title. You can always do that. There we go. There, Rucoy Kingdom. But we will just plan as we're doing the home page right now. We should probably align this up a little better. We could drop it down, or we could raise the text. I think we'll leave it, and we'll come back to that later on. But now we need to fix all these down here. H3A display lock. Inline block. There we go. Of course, this one would be visible, but it is white, which would match the background. This one will text align center. Just for now, so we can see it. And we're going to change this font size here. Font size, and we'll just go with 10 pixels. Check the padding. That down to 5. There we go. And we'll also center this as well. There we go. Let's see. We have this where it'll show us the display, but I do kind of want to bring up this text. I kind of want to pull that. I kind of want to pull the image outside of the link. We'll just check this. It goes up there because then the link is a display block. So so we'll leave it in. There we go. And we'll probably have to drop the image down. It'll be a little hard to get the text to go up. I'll go back here, image. Relative, I think, actually. Yep. Top. We'll see. I'll try to push it down 10 pixels. There we go. A little too much. So I'll just go to 6. And that's actually not too bad. I think I'm gonna actually drop the top pixels, which are showing padding is 10. So we'll drop H1 padding top. I'll just try out 6. Move to 6, but it didn't quite seem to level out as much as I wanted. So let's drop that to 4. We'll also change the bottom. So top right, and we'll make this 12. There we go. We need to add the left back. 10. There we go. Now I have that all lined up. Alright. We will end it here for today, and next time we will work on the index page and see if we can get this filled out so we have a sort of nice idea of how the website looks with the new navigation bar. And we'll see if we could sort of integrate these tiles a little bit different. Maybe we can use them throughout the website a few different ways later on. Alright, see you next time.